I'm worried about you. Please say something. I want to help.
Adam, just go away.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody at home?
Betty's here.
Then you deal with it.
Yoo-hoo! Steph! Doctor Forsyth!
Just coming, Betty.
I was beginning to think there was nobody at home. Where's Steph?
She's not up yet.
Oh, funny day to pick to have a lie-in, 'cause her dad's coming out of hospital this morning. I thought she'd like to come with me when I collect him.
Yeah, well, she's not feeling very well.
Oh, I bet it's this stomach bug that's going round.
Yeah, it's probably nothing very serious. She'll be over it soon.
Well, will you tell her that I'll be leaving in a couple of hours, and if she feels up to it, you know. All right, love.
Nothing serious. She'll get over it.
Just didn't know what to say. I mean, I didn't mean...
It would have been better, Adam, if nobody knew. But you couldn't leave it alone, could you? You had to keep pushing, pestering me for answers. Come on, swallow it.
Do I have to? It tastes foul. It's better than the arrowroot your mum gave me. It's a shame he's still feeling poorly. I've just had Carl on the phone. He's just offered us a nice bit of Sunday work at the tip. Nice bit of overtime if you're interested.
Oh, I'm not up to it, mate.
Oh, hard luck, Miss Double Bubble. I shall be celebrating tonight.
Come on.
Probably best not to force it on him.
The bottle says 3 times a day.
I know what would cure my son. My special chicken soup.
But not for breakfast.
Oh, come on. It was the first thing you asked for when you were little and you had a tummy ache. Please, may I have my magic soupy, Mummy? That's what you'd say. I'll go and put it on.
Magic soupy.
That was 4.
Oh. Steph, I'm so sorry. I just want to help.
I have just been through the worst night of my life, remembering things I thought I'd buried forever. Explain to me how that helps.
I know it's hard, but it's the first part of the healing process.
Don't give me all that pseudo-psychological claptrap.
I know it's hard, but you've got to start coming to terms with it.
What do you think I've been doing all these years? I locked all this away in a very dark place so I wouldn't have to look at it, so I would never feel like this again. You have made me feel helpless. Because there's nothing you can do. Or I, or anyone else can do. Not now. And that makes me very angry.
Steph, you've got me. I can find someone to help you through it.
How can I get it through your thick skull? I don't want your help. I don't want you in my life. I don't need your help.
What?
So just pack your bags and get out before I do something I'm going to regret.
You don't mean that.
Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again. I want you out of here before I come back.
Ready to go?
I just had my check-up with the doctor. I thought Steph might have come.
No, she's not too well. Oh, it's nothing serious, love. It's just this tummy bug that's been going around. Maybe it's just as well.
What do you mean?
We don't want her upsetting you again.
That wasn't her. That was Adam. After all, she's all the family I've got left. And Trisha's gone, and I've completely lost touch with Terence. After the way we lost Seth, I thought you'd understand that.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, love. I was worried. I thought I was going to lose you and all.
Well, the doctor said I'll be fine as long as I take it easy.
Well, that's a relief.
Steph! Wait! Steph! You've got to stop driving people away! You've got to trust someone sometime!
What gives you the right to tell me how to run my life? What did you expect, Adam? Me to fall into your arms and say thank you?
No. No, I know I've handled things badly. Maybe it's because I care too much.
Yeah, well, do us both a favour then and stop caring. Because if this is what love's all about, then I don't need it.
I don't believe you. I know you feel something for me.
Is that what this is all about? Sex? You were going to find a cure so you could take me to bed?
Why do you always twist everything?
Maybe it's because my childhood was twisted. Look, Adam, perhaps you are trying to help. But I'm the one who has to live with the consequences, not you.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try and get my life back in order. I'm going to buy some flowers and some grapes. And I'm going to welcome my dear old dad back from the hospital.
What? And just pretend nothing's happened?
It's what gets me through the night. I've tried it your way. It doesn't work.
Do I still have to leave?
You do just what you like, Adam. But if you stay, it's as a paying guest. Anything that we had between us in your head is over. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going shopping.
So, am I going to get to see how the other half lives today?
Well, I've never really been one for fishing, but I've got us a nice picnic, some sandwiches, bottle of vino, pork pies.
Looks perfect.
And if you feel like spending a little bit more energy...
Oh, yeah?
I've got a dinghy.
A dinghy?
Yeah.
Shouldn't someone like you have a yacht?
Yeah, well, that's in dry dock for a refit.
Oh, really?
No. My dad's got one, but the nearest thing I've come to a yacht is me and Max capsizing a punt in Henley. That won't be happening again, will it?
I'm so sorry about your brother.
Yeah, well, it's been one of them years. Family feuding and fighting their way through it. I'll be glad when it's all over.
It's not been a bed of roses for me, neither. I should be a married woman by now. But I managed to stop the world and I got off.
Well, it looks like we both could do with cheering up then, doesn't it?
Suits me.
Come on.
My dad always loved roses.
I'm sure he'll be happy to see whatever you bring.
Maybe.
Look, I know I shouldn't have interfered, but maybe I can help make things better between you and your dad.
How do you plan to do that?
By explaining that I got everything wrong. I just thought that if you two spoke about it...
You still don't get it, do you? I didn't spend last night tossing and turning over Terence. What he did, I can't change. It was years ago. And I haven't seen him for a very long time, and I hope I never see him again. But I see my dad every day.
I don't understand.
It happened in his house. Under his roof. He should have protected me. Every time I threatened to tell, Terence said that my dad already knew.
Well, he was obviously lying, trying to frighten you.
You see, as far as my dad was concerned, everything Terence did was right. But everything I did was wrong. Maybe he did know. Maybe he did know, but he chose not to know. That's twice as bad, isn't it?
Then you have to talk to him about it.
What if I got the wrong answer? That would be the end of the line, wouldn't it? That's why I can never ask the question.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Thanks. Thing is, I've been called into work.
was wondering if you could look after Kaylee for a few hours.
Oh, well, I'd love to help, but I've got to work here. I brought my games, so I'll be no trouble.
Oh, shame. Jack's taken Victoria off for the day, but I'm sure we can manage between us.
Yeah. Well, OK then. You owe me one.
I'll have to think of some kind of way to repay you. You be good for Louise.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Right then, what would you like? We'll get you settled. Do you want some crisps or nuts, double vodka? Benny?
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be ill.
Oh, no, Adam was covering for me. We've had a bit of an argument.
Oh, you see, he's upset Steph now. Perhaps his bedside manner isn't as good as you thought.
Yeah, well, I'll wait till I hear his side of the story, I think. We're very pleased to see you, of course.
Oh, Dad, I got you these.
Ah, they're lovely. Would you put them in water for me, Betty?
Of course.
She is rather overprotective.
That's OK, Dad. I know she don't like me that much, and she's a bit worried about you, which is understandable, the tricks I got up to last year.
Well, you were ill. Things have changed since then.
Yeah.
I think it's all best forgotten. I want to make a fresh start.
Yeah, me too.
Here you are.
Oh, that's lovely, Betty. Isn't there any bingo this afternoon?
Well, yes, but with you just being out of hospital, I thought I'd stop in and look after you.
Oh, no need. I can do that.
No, we'll be all right, Betty, and there are one or two things we need to talk about.
Oh, well, I suppose a couple of hours won't do any harm. If you're sure you'll be all right.
Big cold for swimming, isn't it?
Oh, we weren't intending to. We were going for a nice little picnic, and Horatio Nelson here decided to take his dinghy out. He didn't tell me it was ancient. It's like an inflatable death trap.
Anybody can get a puncture.
In the middle of a lake.
What happened to the dinghy?
Sunk without a trace. We could do with a couple of brandies to warm us up, please.
Glad you can still laugh about it.
What the hell's happened to you?
It's a long story. I don't think you've met Del, have you?
I've seen her about from time to time, but we haven't been actually introduced, no.
Well, Delilah Dingle, this is my father, Tom King.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. King. Oh, sorry. Let's go and clean up.
You seem well in with the Kings.
Carl, maybe. His dad doesn't seem too impressed.
I was hoping you might sound them out about me renting Daleview.
OK.
She's another dingle, isn't she?
So?
I'd have thought you'd have learned your lesson after all the trouble that Chaz caused.
Just give her a chance.
It's been less than 3 weeks since Seth died. I was thinking about him in hospital.
You miss him, don't you, Dad?
Yes. Yes, more than I ever expected. You know I've never been very good at expressing my feelings, but I don't want there to be things between us that have been left unsaid.
What things?
Well, I've lost a lot of people in my life. I haven't heard from Terence in years. I don't even know where he is. I don't want to lose you too.
Oh, I'm still here, Dad.
Yeah, but we can't pretend we've been close lately. Maybe we never were. I know you think I wasn't a very good father, and your mother and I were rowing all the time. Perhaps I should have paid you a bit more attention.
Never stopped you finding time for Terence, though.
But boys are easier. They're not so emotional. And you were a very difficult child.
No change there, then?
Oh, maybe I was at fault. I did spend a lot of time with Terence, and I suppose that made you jealous. But You did do a lot of stupid things to try and get attention.
And you think that's because I was jealous of him? You think that's what it was all about?
It really doesn't matter anymore. I mean, we've got to concentrate on the future, not the past.
I'm sorry, Dad. You see, I can't do that. Because there's things about the past that I just can't forget.
Well, you certainly kept us entertained. So it'll be down to me to pay for lunch.
You can't. I've already settled it. You see, some of us dingles like to pay our own.
Oh, dear, that serves me right for being a grumpy old man. All right, well, then let me pay for the after-dinner drinks as a penance. Come on, Carl, you can give us a hand.
Psst, Dad. Shh.
Why are you so difficult about everything?
Maybe I'm just a bad seed, Dad.
Maybe you are. I don't think you want anyone to love you. I don't think you understand what love is.
What? Unlike your precious Terence.
Why do you keep bringing everything back to him?
Because I want you to understand about good and evil, Dad. Cain and Abel. Terence and Steph.
I was never like that.
I was always second best. He was always the apple of your eye. He could never do anything wrong. I could never do anything right.
You can't make those sort of comparisons. You were different children. I loved you in different ways.
I don't believe you ever loved me, Dad. All your hopes and ambitions were on him. Yeah, well, where did it get you, eh? Where's your golden boy now?
It's cruel of you to take such pleasure in this. You know how upset I am at losing him.
Yeah, well, I ain't. Let's take a long, hard look at your precious Terence, shall we? We both know he could twist you round his little finger, make you believe anything he wanted you to.
I don't know why you're still so jealous of him.
Jealous? He was a vicious, sadistic bully.
I think you've got things the wrong way round there. You could be describing yourself.
Only because you want to see it that way.
That's how I remember it. You were always foul about him. He was kindness itself to you.
Yeah, in front of you. Different matter behind your back.
Yes, it was indeed. I remember once turning my back and you hit him with a brick and he wound up in hospital. I should have known then what you were turning into. Maybe if I'd got you some treatment, you wouldn't have gone so wrong.
Did you ever ask yourself why?
I'd always asked myself why about you. Why did you attack him? Why did you attack me? Why did you get yourself put into prison?
Yeah, well, perhaps you should have asked him.
I did. He stuck up for you. He said it was an accident.
Yeah. He told me to say the same. Otherwise, they'd put me in prison. It wasn't an accident, Dad. I wanted to kill him.
There. You see, you've admitted it.
I wanted to kill him! Because he raped me! I was 11 years old.
Why haven't you spoken about this before?
Because you wouldn't have believed me. Your precious Terence raped me, and he kept on raping me for years. In your house, under your roof.
No, Steph, I don't believe this. I would have known.
Yeah, well, maybe you didn't want to know. Maybe it was inconceivable. The possibility that he wasn't the perfect son you'd always wanted.
Hi. Thanks for looking after me. Anytime.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow night then.
That'll went quite well, don't you think? She's a sweet girl. No, I met with Martin. He's coming over here for dinner tomorrow night. What am I going to cook? Get Marlon to run you up something if you're worried. Kaylee still seems to have issues about her mum going. Well, can't say I've noticed. She tries to be cool, but it's a tough call. Losing your mum at that age.
Well, she's always seemed quite well adjusted to me. Anyway, he's got a babysitter tomorrow night, so we don't have to worry about her.
Not sure you ever stop worrying about your kids.
I knew it was pointless talking to you. I told Adam it was a waste of time.
Adam. So he's the one putting these ideas in your head.
What do you want about?
His idea of helping is to shift the blame for everything you've done onto your brother. I've read about this sort of thing before. It's called false memories syndrome.
Why will you never believe me?
I don't think you know what the truth is anymore. You've confessed to a murder you never committed.
I was having a breakdown. I was confused.
But you believed it when you were saying it. Just as you probably believe what you're saying about Terence now. No, I'm sorry, Steph. I've tried to help you. I didn't want it to come to this, but I think you're beyond my help now. You need treatment. Somewhere where you can't do yourself or anyone else any more harm.
No. No, no, no. No, Dad. We can get through this. We can. You've just got to listen to me.
Don't you understand? I've heard enough. I don't want to hear any more. I'm sorry. We've reached the end of the line.
What?
Well, maybe Adam can find you a specialist or something, but that's between you and him. I don't want to see you anymore.
You can't mean that, Dad.
I think that's best for both of us.
Please.
Get out of here. Get out.